Welcome back, dear students. So let us continue with our power unit system. So this is the second video from power unit system. So in the last video what I have done is I have discussed what is a power unit system. Also I have discussed two problems and few formula also I have discussed. So now I want to continue with power unit system. So keeping considering that you have visited my last two lectures and also you have gone through the formulas that I have given. Now see what the points you have to remember. Like see, from the power unit system, for circuits containing transformer, select the same kVA base for both the sides, and this I have already done. I have solved one problem on transformer there while doing while considering the problem. What I have done is that I have taken, as you can see here, I have taken for both the cases same VA. You see 1000 and here also 1000. So this is one point. Next the transformers have same per unit impedance on either side. So as you can see, what we got is that finally the answer in both side, you see R01 and R02, both side we are having same values. So this is a, you can say, a helpful features of per unit system. That means if we go use per unit system in both side of the transformer, we get the same value. So we can work from either side. It is not necessary that you have to shift everything from one side to another side. Generally we do that in machine problems, but here standing at any one side you can solve the problem, because either way you will get the same value. Anyways, so per unit system continued. So transformer have same per unit impedance on either side. So these things you have to remember. Also so this Z per unit new equal to Z per unit old into kV square old by kV square new into MVA new by MVA old. Okay, this is very important. This is one of the most important problem of from per unit system. So you should be very careful, and you might face some confusion. Like see, if the values are not given in MVA and kV, isn't it? So what you will be doing is that if the values are not given in MVA, that is mega volt ampere, then you convert the value into MVA, then you put the value here. Otherwise your answer would be wrong. All right, now see the advantage of per unit system. As you can see, the advantage of per unit system. So number one, by using per unit system, calculations are simplified. Okay, because the big calculations become very small if we use per unit system. The number two, this is number one point. Number two, it avoids discontinuity problems posed by presence of transformer. So just now we have seen that the transformer in both side, it caused some discontinuity, primary side and secondary side. If you allow current to flow here, it will not go there. So this is a discontinuity that is solved using per unit. And third is the per unit impedance is same on both side of the transformer. This is verified by a simple problem. So now let us consider another problem, a similar problem. Now see what is given. So let's just go through the question. 75 MVA 10 kV synchronous generator has XD. XD means synchronous reactance, direct reactance 0.4 per unit. The XD value in per unit to a base of 100 MVA and 11 kV. So already a system is there, a generator is there, the MVA value is given and a voltage value is given and XD is given. they want the new PU values. So we know the formula, that is XD or Z new, whatever you write, equal to XD old into MVA new divided by MVA old into kilovolt whole square old divided by kilovolt new. Now put the value. This XD old is given as 0.4 into MVA new. How much is MVA new? New means on what base you have to calculate? On a base of 100. So 100 divided by MVA old. MVA old is 75. kV old. kV old is how much? 10 kV. 10 square divided by new. New is what? How much? 11 square. So if you simplify, you will get the result as 0.44 per unit. Let us take another problem. Let us take another problem. Please read the question. The question is like if a 250 MVA 11 by 400 kV 3-phase transformer has a leakage reactance of 0.05 per unit on the base of 250 MVA and the primary voltage of 11 kV, then the actual leakage reactance of the transformer referred to the secondary side of 400 kV is. Okay, so let us see. A 3-phase transformer is given. So suppose this is a 3-phase transformer. Okay, now see, a 3-phase transformer is given. So here the rating of the transformer is 250 MVA. 250 is the power rating, and primary 11 kV and secondary 400 kV, and reactance is given. It is Z per unit is given 0.05 pu on the base of 250 and primary voltage of 11. So this per unit value, whether you consider in the primary side or in the secondary side, this value will be same. Okay, now what they are asking, when the actual then the actual leakage reactance of the transformer referred to the secondary of 400 kV. That means they want the actual leakage reactance, that is the reactance in ohm. So this is given in per unit, but they want the reactance in ohm. So reactance in ohm in the primary and secondary will be different. Only the per unit reactance in the primary and secondary will be same. Now we know Z per unit equal to Z actual value, that is ohm, by Z base value. Z per unit equal to actual by base value. And what is base value? Base value equal to kV square by MVA. This we have already discussed. Isn't it? Now see, we will be using this formula only. First let us calculate the Z ohm. Okay, that is the Z actual value in the primary side, because the datas are given. In the secondary side also you can directly calculate, but let us first calculate in the primary side. So what you can write is that Z actual value equal to Z per unit value into, so Z ohm equal to Z per unit into Z base into Z base. So pardon me for the handwriting. So Z ohm equal to Z per unit into Z base. So this Z base value we write. Okay, I will write here. So finally what we'll get? We'll get, let me take a different color. So Z ohm equal to Z per unit. Z per unit value is how much? 0.05 into ZB. ZB means kV square by MVA. On what base? 11. So 11 square divided by how much? 250 MVA. So how much will be getting the Z ohm? We will get after calculation 0.0242 ohm. So this much is the ohm in the primary, because we have considered voltage of 11 in the primary. Power rating is same for both, but voltage we have considered primary voltage. So in the primary side, how much is the actual impedance, reactance? That is 0.0242 ohm. Now let us consider the secondary, what they actually want. Then the actual leakage reactance of the transformer referred to secondary side of the 400 kV. Now in the secondary side, Z ohm secondary, what is the value? We know in the secondary is, in machines we have already studied all these things. This is the primary into what is the number of turns? Number of turns is 400 by 11, 400 by 11 whole square. If you calculate, if you simplify this, you will get the result is 32 ohm. So this is the final answer. Okay.